Hey y'all, this is Anna Alexander. Welcome back to the bedroom on this day where I am trying to sneak in really quickly, well, as quickly as it allows. This is season 2, episode 5, catching up on The Last of Us, where we had Seattle day 1. Dina's pregnant. Cool. That's what we need now in this situation is and we met Lucas?
You Isaac?
Who seems the further from where you go, the more you remain, is the phrase that I'm keep thinking of. He was Fedra, thought Fedra was being, totalitarian, or wasn't cool with how Fedra was operating business and taking away people's rights. So then he joins the Wolves and now does the same thing to other people. Fun. Fun, but I'm excited to get to it, and I'm so glad that you are all here with me as well. I hope you had a good Mother's Day. I hope if you have, let me clarify. I'm aware that not everybody has a good relationship with their mother. So if you do, great, I had a good time. And if you don't, whoever is the mother figures in your life, I hope you had a good time with them, gave them a hug, said, I'm thinking about you. And it was a good Sunday. Yeah, so there we go. But we're going to get to it. I keep looking around. I have a beverage. I have my water, drinking my water. I had my mushroom coffee earlier. Let me know what you're drinking. Let me know where you are. Don't forget, you can watch this full episode with me on Patreon with a bunch of other stuff. I would like to see you there. And if you're ready, let's get to it. Can't see their uniforms, so I can't tell if they're Federal or Wolves.
If it's war again, we're gonna need all the soldiers we have, so he's wondering why you apparently killed some of your own men.
Including Leon.
Oh, we're being dropped in the middle of something.
My unit is responsible for
Securing the hospital. I know your orders. I gave them a lease. What happened?
all that was left was the basement. B1, B2, B3. We were expecting the worst, the kind of environment they like. Plus the old timers said down there was where they brought the first cordyceps patients in '03.
Oh.
So yesterday, that's where I sent a squad down to B1. The whole floor was empty, not even rats. Same, I sent another squad down, and I put Leon in charge, because
It's Leon?
he's my best. A few minutes in, he radios back. There's cordyceps on the walls, the floor. 5 minutes later, he radios again. But this time, he was struggling to breathe. I said, Leon, where you bit? He said, it's in the air.
It's airborne.
He said, it's in the air.
It's airborne?
See, listen. And we did what Leon said. We sealed them in.
It's airborne. Well,
Nothing else has gotten out. No one else has gotten sick. I'll inform only the people who absolutely need to know and no one else. As far as I'm concerned, Sergeant Park, you resolved the situation permanently.
I have a question.
We owe you a debt.
So you tell only who needs to know, but then you have people who don't know who go down there and mess things
Sorry
up,
about your
right?
son.
Leon was her son? Oh, was Leon her son? Oh. So airborne's not cool. But I guess in 25 years, why is it just now going airborne? Yeah, it kind of piggybacks on my question from last episode, which some of you have answered or tried to answer, which was the contamination of your crops. These are that grow underground. So if they're mixed up with so if the cordyceps are mixed up with your crops and you're harvesting them, how is it not infecting your food supply? We're doomed. This happens, we're doomed. We're doomed. It's not going to take us 25 years to die. We'll die within a year. If that's being generous, as I feels that's being generous.
Ta-da! What? Lights.
Yeah. cool. Show them where we are. Let's give away our location.
You figured out yet?
Getting there.
You'll find a safe way to get us to the hospital, though, right?
What's that look mean, Dina?
No. Why? Because I'm stupid?
That's not the word I would use.
Really? What word, then?
Non-school oriented.
I think this is supposed to be the Paramount. Oh my gosh, it's been forever since I've been at the Paramount. So I can't remember what the ceiling looks like. Yeah, because if it was all Asian themed, it would be Fifth Avenue. And they just left, dropped their shit and ran. I don't like this door angle. Door angle. I don't like this angle of cameras.
They run a line of patrols north and south, but there's a gap between here and here. Now on this map, do you see this long-ass building? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we cut through and slip by.
So why is there a gap there, though? Tells me that might be a reason they're keeping that
It's a big
away
fucking
from
something
them.
for them just to ignore. Why aren't they patrolling it?
Thank you. That's my question.
Infected.
Probably. These motherfuckers talk on the radio like they know nobody's listening.
Yeah, and they didn't care that a walkie was missing. It's good. They're overconfident. It gives us an edge.
It does, but what we're doing is reckless, so kind of a wash.
Let's go be reckless.
So, curious observation question. We don't see anybody out but Wolves and Ellie and Dina in the city. So does nobody at all live in the city before? At least Kansas City had people. They had their I guess, gangs and whatnot. But there were people living somehow. Is there nobody living in Seattle?
What the fuck?
Wow. 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 Why are they all bleeding out of their nose?
We shouldn't have come. I shouldn't have dragged you here. You're having a fucking baby. What am I doing? I'll take you back. You don't need to do this with me.
Wow. Ooh, wow. Wow.
You know, you never asked me about the first person I killed. Huh? When I was little, we lived in a cabin in a forest, and I would get so bored cooped up with my mom and sister. I would just beg them, just let me play outside. But my mom was scared, and she wouldn't let me go outside alone. But one day I just fucking did. And I had a gun, so who's gonna fuck with me? And I don't have a mom or sister anymore.
Oh, where's your sister?
How do you think this one goes?
I don't know. Raiders?
Just one. He was still there.
Uh,
I heard them screaming, and I ran back with my gun out, but I was too slow because I was fucking 8. And when I shot him, he looked more startled.
How did you get to Jackson?
Doesn't matter. This is what matters.
she wasn't there for her family.
Whatever reason Joel gave those people to do what they did, he didn't deserve that. What if my mom and sister were beaten to death in front of me? What if that motherfucker made me watch as he did it? Would it make a difference if my family had hurt his people first? No. If he had gotten away, I promise you, I would have hunted him down forever. I'll go back if you want, and I'll keep going if you want. If I die, it's on me. So what do you want to do?
Oh, is this fair to put on Ellie?
Keep going.
But she did put it on Ellie, right? I'll go back if you want. I'll stay if you want. But if I die, it's on me. Could have just said. I'm trying to see who that is. I'm here because I want to. It's adult. It's my choice. I'm doing this for me, not necessarily you. It's like, is that in the show or in real life? Still with the being so loud.
At least we're not blocked in.
Yet.
That door's open. And nothing's come out to kill us. Yet. Great.
Yet.
I'm gonna take a peek.
Yeah, you should do that. Because you're the one who can't get infected.
How many times can Ellie get bit before her immunity is just overwhelmed? Has that been determined?
In fact, there's no fucking way this entire place is empty. But simple logic, it's not gonna be a horde, right? Shooting has to be a last resort. Okay, because if the wolves hear gunfire, then we'll have a whole army up our ass.
Fine.
Ellie,
What? Oh, you think that no matter what happens, I'm just gonna start firing?
literally every single time, yes. Don't get angry. You're a little crazy, and that's exciting.
Usually.
That's one of the reasons I love you. But I do want to make it out of here.
You love me?
She's there, girl. She is there, girl. If you needed the words, okay, you needed the words.
Oh, I know.
But she's there.
No.
Oh, don't second guess yourself.
Tina.
Mysterious gasping. That's what the subtitle says, is the mysterious gasping.
Listen, if it's like the other one, it's gonna be fast and it's gonna be sneaky. But this time it's 2 on 1. Whichever one it follows, the other one comes up and takes it out from behind. Plan?
Plan.
But Ellie got bit and survived.
What do we do?
I don't know. If we run, they're gonna chase, so we have to go slow.
There's a bunch of them.
Tina, I can get bit a lot. You can't. Do as I say. Go!
She's shooting. She's shooting. Oh! Now, Ellie, you might be able to survive a bite, but can you survive being torn apart? So who's this?
Did you get bit?
What?
They didn't fight her. Jesse, I swear.
What? What?
Don't stop! Keep going! Go now, go!
We're not gonna get Jesse just to lose him right now, are we?
The park! We can lose them in there! Come on!
How do you know, sir? Have you been there before?
Whoa, stop! We don't go in there. Not going in the park.
Great. More infected. Jesse.
What?
I feel like I'm just like,
How did you find the theater?
Do I look like I want to fucking talk to you right now?
You came alone?
No. Me and Tommy.
Tommy!
I can't believe they sent you after us.
They didn't. But you two were gonna die out here. It's a good thing we did.
You know what? We're doing pretty fucking good
Up until what?
Till we weren't.
Is Tommy okay?
Hopefully.
Oh, God, Tommy, you've got kids, Tommy. At least one.
Meet up with Tommy, and then we all go home.
Oh.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, that's where the Seraphites live. Man, it's so dark. It's so dark trying to say anything.
No. Wait, I'll join. I'll join you. I'll join.
Right, well,
Things I know what Isaac is planning. I can help you.
we have no interest in your words, for the corrupted soul knows only lies.
No.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna eviscerate him because that seems to be what they do,
He
huh?
is nested in sin.
Don't need to see this. Don't need to see this. I don't need to see this. I don't need to see that at all in any capacity. I got it. I can imagine. I don't need to bear witness.
Oh, he's free.
No. Whew. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. She's just gonna go to the hospital, find Abby, take her out herself, and then go to the theater?
Put that shit down.
Now, Ellie,
Remember me? Yeah, you remember.
you get information where Abby is. You can't keep her alive, right? She'll alert.
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
You shoot me, the sound will have every soldier come running.
You'll still be dead.
I think you're dead, regardless.
Tell me where she is and maybe I let you go.
To sound an alarm?
We could have killed you.
Maybe you should have. Or maybe you should have stayed the fuck out of Jackson. Nora.
I'm sorry you saw it happen.
That's what she's sorry about.
No one should ever have to see something like that.
That's what she's
At
sorry
night,
about.
I still hear his screams.
Because you're not sorry about that?
Yeah, the little bitch got what he deserved.
Bang, bang. Oh, we're just gonna run after her and start shooting. What is this plan? What is this plan? Oh no, she's gonna go in the basement. Oh, Jesus. You're still not gonna get info, Abby. We have taken some turns. We can see it in the air. We can see her footprints and the spores. There's someone in those things. Is that Leon? They still got power going to this location. Okay. So we don't know how long it was since they've sealed this off to now, do we?
Stupid bitch. We're infected. You killed us both. Did I? You're her. Where's Abby? Don't you know what he did? I don't care. You don't care. He killed everyone in that hospital. That was Abby's father. That's what he did.
This is very interesting lighting choice.
know.
She knows. Did you really know? Did you really know?
Where's Abby?
Oh, this is interesting. Oh God, are you gonna torture her like Abby did Joel? Oh my God. Oh.
Where is she? No. Where is she?
Oh my God.
Where is she?
Okay, this is making some sense.
Hey, kiddo.
Hi.
Oh, this episode took a turn. From the little I've seen, I believe, I don't know if I believe this or not. Tommy, once we leave Wyoming, Tommy stays in Wyoming. Anything in the game is flashbacks, I believe. So him being in Seattle disturbs me. He's the leader of the community. He's got a kid. So you send Tommy's got the personal responsibility, weight of Joel's presence on him to take care of Ellie. That overshadows his role in the community and in his family. And Jesse feels like he's not here for survival. Will they tell him about the baby? We've got the smart cordyceps infected people. Good God, but they're so smart they can't figure out how to leave the building. Oh my God. And now it's airborne. Is this the only place that it's airborne? I'm thinking out loud here. Is it because it's airborne? Is that why the new version of the infected are how they are? Because they're infected a different way? And I also infected. They feed off of non-infected people. Do they feed on anybody else, and can they starve to death? Because it doesn't appear like they can. It sort of appears like once you're infected, you're kind of sort of immortal. You evolve into the bloater, but you don't starve to death? That's horrendous. That's horrendous. And at one point, because we saw it before, I think season 1, maybe it was episode 3, where we saw the infected was alive, but it was like stuck in the cordyceps. Why are some stuck in the cordyceps and some are free to go? And does any of that have to do with plot? I don't know, but it's things I think about as I'm watching, because I guess I'm trying to pre-plan for hidden upcoming obstacles and dangers, so I want to know how that works. So if I see it, I go, oh no, this will mean this for them, or no concern, we can ignore that. Maybe that's why I need to know. And what would have happened if Jesse hadn't appeared? They would have died. Dina would have died. Ellie, I think she still would have died. She would have been torn apart, right? Infected or not. But now we have the escalation of violence across the ways. I did this because Ellie and Abby, violence begets the violence, and when one escalates, the other one goes to match. And then we've got the wolves and the Seraphites cannot live together. One escalates the other, and they're cycling each other to what end? I'm a romance girl. I need my happily ever afters. I am not seeing one. I'm not seeing one at all. So 1923, I'm trying to watch season 2 of 1923, and it is hopeless. Nothing even remotely happens that makes you feel hopeful for a positive outcome. And I'm not yet to that point of this series because we do have our slight successes. Yes, Jackson was decimated, but they prevailed. The town sort of prevailed. They rallied. Tommy prevailed. Yay. Like, Dina, they made it out of the transit center. Great. They just barely made it out of this suspicious building. Let's go through it anyway. I need another win. I need another win to keep me motivated and not sad when I watch this. But we have 2 episodes left, right? 2 left of the season. What are we building to? A confrontation with Abby? Or are we going to get a confrontation with Lucas somehow? Where he either tries to use Ellie to his advantage as a weapon somehow. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Lots of food for thought of this episode. Be interesting to know your take on these particular revelations. Oh, maybe it's a good thing I'm watching this during the daytime when it's a little brighter outside. There we go. Episode 5. Thank you so much for being with me on this adventure. This is just a reminder and a plea and an ask to please hit subscribe so you know when the next video drops and to give the channel some love. And until next time, this is your reminder. Stay hydrated. It's allergy seasons. There are spores in the air right now as we speak. So relax, stretch, breathe, and then come back and watch the next video in the queue. So thanks again, you all, and until next time.